Once upon a time, in a peaceful and beautiful little village surrounded by green hills and flowing rivers, there lived an old woman named Mara. She was known far and wide not only for her age, but for her ever-smiling face, warm heart, and peaceful nature. No matter the season, rain or shine, storm or calm, Mara always seemed content, always had kind words for others, and always had a gentle laugh ready. The villagers respected her deeply. Many would visit her humble cottage made of wood and stone, nestled under a large banyan tree at the edge of the village. Children loved to hear her stories, women came for comfort, and the men would often ask for her advice when life felt heavy. To them, she was more than just a neighbor. She was a guardian of peace, a symbol of wisdom, and a living example of true happiness. One day, a young man named Aaron, who was facing many troubles in his life, decided to visit Mara. He was known as a hard-working and honest person, but lately he had lost his job, had arguments with his family, and felt completely lost. With a heavy heart, he walked to the old woman's cottage, hoping to understand how she could be so joyful while he struggled just to get through the day. After offering him some tea and a place to sit beneath the shade of her tree, Mara looked at him kindly. Aaron hesitated at first, then asked softly, "Mara, how are you always so happy? You live alone? You don't have wealth or family anymore? Yet I've never seen you sad. Don't you ever feel pain? Don't bad days affect you?" Mara smiled with the warmth of 1,000 sunrises. She said, "My dear Aaron, of course I feel pain. Of course I've had many bad days. Life hasn't spared me from sorrow. But the truth I discovered long ago is that happiness is not something that happens to you. It's something you create, even when the world gives you every reason to feel otherwise." Aaron looked puzzled. "But how? How can you create happiness when everything feels broken?" Mara nodded and began to tell a story from her own life. "When I was a young woman, I was married to a gentle man. We didn't have much, no gold, no land, but we had love. Together we built a home, raised 2 beautiful children, and lived simply. We sang songs while planting our garden. We danced in the rain. We celebrated even the smallest things, a new sprout, a full moon, a child's laughter. But one year a fever came to our village. It spread fast. My husband became ill, and I did everything I could. I sold our belongings, worked day and night, begged the gods for mercy, but still, I couldn't save him. He died holding my hand, whispering that he was not afraid, only sad to leave us behind. For days I could not eat, I couldn't speak. I would sit at the window and watch the wind blow through the trees, feeling only emptiness. My children looked at me with frightened eyes. They didn't understand death, but they understood sadness. And then I realized, if I let grief stay forever, it would take them too. So I wiped my tears and told myself, if I can't change what happened, I must change how I live with it. Erin sat still, completely drawn into her story. She continued, "I started small. I began each morning by lighting a lamp and saying, 'Today I will find one good thing.' At first it was hard, but I kept going. One day I found joy in the sound of a bird singing. Another day it was a neighbor's smile. Slowly those small moments lit up the darkness. You see, Aaron, life is like the sky. There will be storms, but the sun always returns. We must learn to look up. Happiness does not mean the absence of sorrow. It means choosing light even when the clouds gather. I still miss my husband. I still cry sometimes, but I don't let that pain define me. Instead, I carry it gently and let it teach me compassion." Aaron wiped his eyes, surprised by the tears he didn't realize had formed. "But Mara, what if everything goes wrong at once? What if there's no hope left to hold on to?" Mara looked into his eyes and said, "There is always something, even if it's just the breath in your lungs, the wind against your face, the chance to try again tomorrow. The world doesn't owe us happiness, Aaron, but we owe it to ourselves to see the beauty that still exists, even in hard times."